Okay, today let's do another update. It's been a short while and I hope you are doing well at school. And happy birthday to mommy yesterday. Okay, with all those said, let's get into it. But before that, I suggest you pick a nice time, quiet, alone, to listen to the video, not in the middle of something or walking. Like other videos of mine that you could benefit more if you take your time and listen and think more than just once. It's not me bragging. Okay, so pause and check days later or even weeks, years later. Today there's just one topic and I may mention a few things, like a few thoughts around it. It's a big topic. First, I will summarize in one very short sentence. Then I can talk about it. Again, it's about thinking. So the topic is think independently means think inwardly. I repeat, in the mathematical equation, think independently equals think inward. Me. What does it mean to me? How can I do anything about it? Say you hear someone saying, or a news or any events occurring situations that A could be a person, or A has maybe met someone B and then led to something happen to or talk to or did do to C, right? So it could be news. You look at, wow, how nice, wow, how horrible, crazy, oh, wow, okay, yeah. So there will be emotions within you, right? Sometimes this emotion will be strong and will leave impression on you for days or weeks. But often, it's just, nah. Or let's say Brisbane Metro was due to open this September. I'm just making up, right? This September. It's gonna be like world-leading technology and how great it is, right? But then, weeks later, there is another news about the safety concerns, or there is a delay in the opening, right? All those things. Some events. Now, you can think, how to think independently means that you actually, it's okay to have those reactions and emotions, but that's not what real thinking happens. Now, I'm not saying you have to think for every piece of news, right? Most news are crap. But for those that you choose to learn more, is to learn about yourself by think independently, which means you proactively think, what if I am the person A? Would I do the same thing? Would I still talk to B before I approach C? What if I'm B? What if I'm him or her? Or that case, how would I do it differently? And what would I react or think or say or not say if I'm C? Would I still let A to do that to me? If not, how or what wouldn't I do? Now you kind of get what I'm trying to say, right? It's to step into the situation. That's the starting of thinking. Okay, let's move on to another topic, thinking. We all have a brain, a mind. It's the blessing and it's also the curse, because for human, 90% of the sufferings and pains and miseries and all those kind of neurotic things comes from the mind. Would you agree? It's not actually, oh, I got actual sickness or like a cut in my finger, it caused me pain. But it's more pain because, of course, let's say if I'm cooking, I got my finger cut, right? That cut itself hurts, but think about that in your own case, right? I can only do a very simple example that more pain lingers on for days while the wound heals, and maybe a scar is left, that the suffering is all the thoughts. Oh, why I got a cut? Why I wasn't so careless? Why did that happen? Why me? Why this time? Why this? Why that? It's all here. So yeah, it could be triggered by someone, some event hitting you or happened to you, or a knife cut, things happen to you. But that's maybe the small amount. What's way worse is what happened of our reaction, how we react to it. Why? Because we don't accept there's a cut. It shouldn't happen. I shouldn't do that. But why? Yeah? So that's one observation. To be honest, human being can be a whole lot happier race if we have a lesser brain. So if I'm a god, recreate human race, I may have half of the frontal, right, the brain, half of the size is enough. So what makes us great and think separately from the apes also causes us the greatest miseries and eventually the dooms of the earth. Look at the global warming, the flooding, the natural extreme disasters and all that. We've done it. All the wars, the actual wars and the trade economic wars and all the kind of corruptions, we've done it. We've built the earth with technology and we use that eventually against us. Okay. But then think about the happy or the cheer or the joyful moments are actually the moment where we could act direct without letting the thinking mind bog us down. That's why it's good to practice non-thinking, not by sitting and like meditate, but by go and running, right? You run fast for even 20 seconds, really fast really fast, like all ass out for 20 seconds, right? Along the river. Then stop, rest a bit, and maybe run another 20 seconds. Wow. You will be in the seventh heaven. You are so exhausted of thinking and all the issues of the schools and all that will be gone and you'll be left with panting, breathing. Your chest will start to pump oxygen into your head and your whole arms, and you feel great. And you look at the view above the river, where often you just take for granted, and you start to appreciate, right? So exercise is not only good for the body, but also the body and mind connected as one. Okay. So go back to the topic of, so since we are stuck with our big heavy brain, right? And we can't avoid not thinking most of the time. Sometimes when you see kids enjoy playing Legos, right? I almost can't say they are thinking. It's more like they're just doing, right? They're in a state of flow. They just do. That's a really good state of being. You can't say they are not thinking, but they move. It's almost as if thinking and moving, there's no gap or delay. It's like move as you think, as you move, as you think, you move. That's why it's called emotion, right? Like e-bike, like a bike, but e-bike, quick, right? Motion means move, the body movement, move. E-move, emotion, right? So when I hate, I straight away punch. But we don't do that, right? We feel bad for hours. Okay, good. So it's good to have an update, right? That's about it, all right? Think within. How would I do it? And really, 90% of the external information, if you can't immediately relate to you, they're crap, right? Whether Camilla or Trump got elected in October, shit, who cares? Really? Oh no, but that's important. Sure, it's important. Definitely. It's very important. To whom? Yeah, but I still want to know, right? Of course, no one stops you from knowing. And you can know as many things. But eventually you're going to ask yourself, what do you want to do? What do you want to get out of this? If you want to grow and progress, develop strong, clear thinking, then all those things that you cannot use to internalize to your self-development are distractions, are garbage. They're garbage to you. They're not garbage. They're garbage to you, to me. They're garbage to me, to you. If me, you, him individually wants to grow. Because he or she has to relate inwardly. What does it mean to me? How could I act from this piece of information? Anything lesser than that, but sometimes the egoic mind doesn't want to do that. Neither does it want you to grow, to be mature, because once you mature, you will know you don't need therefore hold you prison. But you can't cut off because also it's your blessing. You're just gonna turn it. Like turn it. Transcend it. Okay, nothing more for me to say. Time is running up. Time's running down. Okay, have a nice evening or morning or day or night, and see you soon. And don't be a stranger.